Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, with a juke. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Absolutely one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Just check the record. Unfortunately, the Ravens didn't win their division last year because Lamar Jackson was battling injury, only 13 starts and just 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's expect to see him back in form this season.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. The Ravens at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
The Baltimore Ravens know exactly what they're looking for at every position and at receiver. They love big-bodied guys. Lane is 6'4" and thrives at winning the ball in the air.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson. And Walker has it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourself, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 37-yard line.
Henry running right. Good footwork at the 30. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Open man right side, Myers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And this is up. It's through and extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Tootin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
35-yard line.
Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard
Jackson.
line.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
A gain of 3 yards.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
42-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get up near the 35. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
third down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
Rashad Bateman. A 7-yard gain. And the Baltimore first
Now
down.
it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. There's the stiff arm. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
It's a gain of
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. On his loop for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In motion left goes Myers. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At the 43-yard line.
Jackson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. Good footwork at the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll get this out to Tootin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Our trip around the league starts now. We begin over in Madrid, the Bengals and Falcons in the Spanish capital. And this is Drake London. He's open on the right sideline and pulls this one in. 54 yards for the score. The Falcons win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Raiders. And this is Ashton Genty. He's going to find some open space, and folks, they're not going to catch him. 48 yards for the touchdown. The Raiders find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Nick Wiggins on the coverage.
Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's complete. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Henry up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
31-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Off partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Tootin.
Runs through the contact. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
In motion right is Thomas.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down, Jaguars.
Tootin now on first and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry.
And down to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Lawrence.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
And this returnable for Hill.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo. They lead here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
back now in Baltimore. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over to Miller. And Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Henry again on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 18-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
They go play action with Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Open man is Myers.
Lawrence's pass.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Tootin. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Third and 12.
He'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Washington's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Is a turnover on down.
A give to Henry. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards on the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Derrick Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
2 yards.
Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw there to Strange. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
A final shot now for Lawrence. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
you're
one
handing
game
out,
ball?
You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying
Thank you.